Hi there, I'm Construction Gamer and this is the Vale on Transport Fever 2. In today's episode what I wanted to do was start to plan for a high-speed rail network in the future. We're still only in 1964 so we haven't actually got any high-speed trains as yet, but I'd like to start thinking about planning where a possible high-speed rail line would go, because I basically want a line from north to south, because this is a 1x2 map. It's not particularly big, but it's I think big enough for a high-speed rail network, and I would like one that went from the top of the map right down to the bottom of the map. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to start building it now, so when we do have high-speed trains we can get them to work straight away. In the last episode we built this cargo tram. Well, it's a short tram, well it's quite a long tram network actually, connecting two towns together, but we used some cargo trams which actually seem to be making a little bit of money, which I'm quite pleased about. They're not particularly fast by any means, top speed 37 miles per hour, but they are actually, if we look at it, making some money. So let's just look at the routes that we've got. It's making $500,000. It's not the most money ever, but it's still a profit, and the passenger trams as well making 400,000. So pretty pleased with that, because it is quite a long distance for trams, but I just wanted to experiment with them, and I would like to extend them from Jamaica Plain over to Lexington at some point, but I just want to let this kind of settle in a little bit and see what it does first. But yeah, it would be cool to have like a tram network out to Lexington from Alexandria and Jamaica Plain. But speaking of Lexington, this is the most, I think, where I want the most southern terminus of one of my high-speed lines. We also have Chumash and Gotham as well, all the way down here, and I definitely think this is probably one of my preferred options. So I was thinking we've got all the way up here, so it's not a massive map, but it's a 1x2, so some of the distances are quite long. So we've got Oberlin Station all the way up here in the north, and who else have we got? We've got Megacity 1, which is quite far, but what I was thinking is I think I'd like a line coming from Oberlin Station, coming down this little valley here. I think what I might do is 4-track this line here, because this is being used by freight trains. I don't want to have to use this for my high-speed line, but it'd be nice to kind of use the alignment of the track. I think I might have a station now. I'm in two minds about this, because it's not a particularly long journey from Oberlin Station really to Nellis, but I was thinking I might have an outside station here with a bus route connection, and then I think it probably be non-stop again, coming back onto this. We'll 4-track it, bring it down across, and then I think what I wanted to do was come across here. I might have to have a little bit of a tunnel, and then I wanted to come across here at the shortest part of the bay, or the thinnest part of the bay, and then it would have to slow down a little bit, come alongside here, swing into Neo Tokyo Station, and then out the back, and then we can look at going, where can we go? I was thinking about PyCon, but that looks no, so we're going to come in round the back and then out here, and then we might, this might get 6-tracked or 4-tracked, and then again just trying to find the valleys and the flat land on which to build this, because I don't really want to be going up and down mountains if I can have big tunnels. So we've come down here. I think we might probably end up bypassing PyCon straight down here. It's probably going to be lots of tunnels, and then I think where else do I want to go from there? I'm not entirely sure. Maybe perhaps a station outside of Alexandria with a bus again, but don't know about that. And then finally down to Lexington. So it's going to be quite a big project. I know I haven't connected many of the towns together, which is part of what I'm doing here, but eventually I probably would like to have every single town connected before I finish this series. Probably not every single industry, but at least I would like to have every single town connected with a rail or tram service. So that's kind of what I'm thinking. So this is going to be a high-speed service, high-speed network. Now what are we going to, I think, given the size of the map, I think I'll stick with my stations being just, and we still got them. I don't know, do I want to use them at the locks from 1980? No, I won't use them yet. I will stick with the older ones. So we're like, no, we're using King's Cross, aren't we, anyway? So ignore that. I'm going to stick with 240 metres long, I think, for the stations. Or am I? 300? I'm just thinking about how big the high-speed trains might be. I think we'll go, yeah, it's a high-speed line, so we'll go with 320 metre long platforms, and we are going to do a little bit of demolition and just chuck that in like so, and then we don't really need much, do we? So we're going King's Cross anyway. We've still got old platforms as well. Not entirely sure when the new ones unlock. I will have to double check that one, because obviously with our high-speed stations we would like them to be kind of modern and new looking, wouldn't we, rather than old? But that's all we've got for now. So not the end of the world anyway. Right, we'll get rid of that and then we'll go with a bit of track. Is this going to let me put in high speed track? Because I've had a few issues. It is on this, but yeah, it's fine. Don't know why on my Midlands to London map I'm having a little bit of an issue. I don't know if I've got the third rail station segments installed or something, but it's just defaulting the track back to standard speed track, which is a little bit annoying. What we're going to do on here, I think what I'll do is back to King's Cross. I'm going to have, well, I can't have any more platforms, right, okie dokie, get rid of those segments. I'll have a little bit of a concourse here on the end, make it a little bit wider, and then we're going to have to extend this out because we removed a module from the bottom, or a segment, so put that in to replace that, and then back to King's Cross, we'll just have some steps. Can I just have steps on the end? That'd be nice. Don't know why it's not letting me put them there. Can I, maybe, have I got to delete you first? Figure King's Cross, steps. No, why not? Oi, just deleted you, that's better. Good, right, and then I guess we'll have just some benches on this concourse area. No, actually not quite so many. We'll make maybe, no, just want to get rid of the benches, and then I guess we'll have to use the old roof for now. I will update this when the newer segments get unlocked, whenever that might be. Do I want some benches down here? I guess. Just feels like I'm making a bit more work for myself when we come to modernise this, but it would be nice for the station to look a little bit not detailed, I don't know, just look better than just having it plain with nothing on it. So we'll have that coming down like so. I'm not sure what sort of high-speed trains I'm going to use for this, but we'll take a look in the workshop. I would like some early high-speed trains actually, just to get things going. I know, yeah, I don't know, have a look. See if there's anything in the workshop around the 1970s, 1980s. I mean, I've got HSTs, haven't we, and things like that we could potentially use, I guess. But then that would be just something I constantly use anyway in my UK builds, where I like to do something a little bit different. I guess we could use one of the early Shinkansen trains, or maybe an ICE train perhaps. I'll have a little bit of a think. It would be nice to use stuff off the workshop rather than just using stuff that's available on the vanilla base game, but yeah, something to look for in future. Right, just want a nice big, would have liked this to be a relatively fast diamond crossing. That's not too bad, 74 for a diamond crossing, that's fine, we'll take that. So we just got the two platforms there, and then where are we going? We're going towards Nellis. I probably could have done with curving this a little bit, couldn't I? Get rid of those two ends there, and then just want a reasonable 70. Yeah, it is coming into the station, so it's not, doesn't matter if it's too slow, but I would like it to rapidly start to speed up, and I don't want that going into the ground. I just want that going up a little bit, something like that, starting to speed up. That's going up as fast as it physically can, and that looks flat as anything as well. Right, okie dokie, where's Nellis? It's over there. So we are going to have probably lots of tunnels on this. Do we want to be going up onto a viaduct already? I don't think I do really. Just have that as a cutting, 186. Now, given the distance between wherever that is, where is it? That place. Oberlin Station and Nellis, I can't see it getting up to 186, but I would like, I would like that sort of speed on the track, even if it's not quite entirely possible. Now, we don't have any modern concrete bridges, that's the only thing, isn't it? Maybe if we start using 112, why is that so slow? Right, we can do a bit better than that. I'm pretty sure the steel structure's got a higher top speed than that, I would have thought anyway. Or is it limited? Yeah, it's got a top speed of 112. Now we can't, that looks daft, doesn't it? What sort of speed have you got? You're 140. Girder Bridges, perhaps in a grey sort of colour. So we are limited by the bridge speed as well, but I think for now I'll just take it. I might come back and replace all of these bridges with like concrete ones, but I'm guessing about 140 is going to be as fast as we're going until we get into the 90s, the 80s anyway, aren't we? Now I thought, yeah, there is a bit of a valley there, isn't there? Can I get round and then into this track here? Now we've already built this one, I don't know what this was for. Perhaps for, is there another mine out here or something? No, maybe this is what I had in mind, but I think I'm going to get rid of this because I can't see any other mine workings which we're going to be using this track for, so I'll get rid of this. And then this is where we're going to start 4 tracking, so get rid of all of this actually. Yeah, so I do want it to run along parallel along with this, but this, that's just gonna default us to a, so this bridge is gonna have to be updated as well. And again, it'll be updated again when we get more high-speed bridges. So I think we'll go, what sort of 120, yeah, I think we'll go with the girder bridges. I know they're not really designed for this sort of thing that I'm using it for, this purpose, but they are the highest speed currently. No, we don't want any catenary for this. Yeah, it will have to be updated, but not to worry. Before we get high-speed trains, I am going to put on some, like a rudimentary service, so I would like a reasonable speed to begin with. Just want to make sure the alignment's quick enough, that's the main thing, isn't it? Right, so where am I going with this? Over there somewhere, so we can continue with that. We'll have, I think, 2 separate tunnels, so I think if that starts to come off there, just have a look. It doesn't, yeah, that looks a little bit, oh no, there's a bit of glitching going on there, isn't it? I don't know why it's doing that. Alright, get rid of you. Do I want to follow you round? 126, no, it's starting to slow down, but if I do that, then it does start to look a little bit weird, doesn't it? Having a junction in the air. Maybe, if I have the junction, well, it's not a junction, but it's where it splits off to go up towards Auckland Station there, and collision. Alright, just bring it off going down. I think we are going to have a massive tunnel. And then what sort of speed is this going to give us then? 102. Yeah, I would have liked to have used the alignment, but I don't. 102 is not quick enough for me. Get rid of that. Actually, get rid of all of this. It's just making things difficult. So put that in there. No catenary yet. And I haven't done the thing that I wanted to do. I wanted to have that on an embankment. Like so. Good. And then back to this. Have that come out. So we might not follow completely the alignment of the existing track because it's just a bit too slow, but we'll have it kind of alongside of it, I guess. That'll work. And then we want another piece of track there with a nice high speed, 186, like so. And then this, I think I might just try and do this as the crow flies and see what it does. Massive, enormous tunnel is what it's doing all the way. Yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this. We've got plenty of money in the bank anyway, so I'm not really going to worry about money. If I built that on the wrong side, I have, not to worry. Get these 2 tracks in to about there. So it's still going to be an enormous tunnel by any means, but it's not going to be ridiculous, especially here where it's relatively flat as well. It would look a little bit silly being kind of in a tunnel, wouldn't it? So I think we can get away with having a cutting. Yeah, we just about get away with that. I am going to have to do some work off camera to make that look a little bit less ugly, but that's fine. Good. That's all nice and quick. And then what? So yeah, we're coming along here. Got a massive whacking rake tunnel, and then we want a bit of a station around here. So if we have that coming off, we'll have it on the level, have a cutting, I think. What sort of speed was I doing then? 140, but it doesn't matter because we're slowing down anyway. And then we want a building. Use the King's Cross Hole, 2 platforms, and then just have that on there. What are we doing with, we want high speed track, something a bit like that, and then we'll have a bus service or somewhere, maybe a tram or something, connecting this up. I'm not going to bother, or am I? Actually, yeah, I will bother configuring this. Has it got anything on it? No, it doesn't. King's Cross, we'll have some steps going both ways, maybe a couple of benches, like so, and then a bit of a roof as well. Again, this will have to be updated at some stage, but I just want to get a station in now because I think I will put in a service, and I think what I'll do for now is put in a switch there just so we can get an initial service. Actually, we'll see how far we get in this episode anyway, but if we put that in there, at least we can have a service from Nellis to Auckland Station, and that will start those 2 towns growing as well. I think what I might do is, that's going to be, we're not going to be able to get them 2 together, are we? We could have a whacking rate tunnel. Again, I think I would like to get Boulder City, like a bus route into Nellis, maybe a hybrid. So Boulder City, Nellis, and then on to Nellis Branch. So this is, call this Nellis Parkway. And obviously we need some steps, don't we, for this? So back to King's Cross, and then I think I like to have a bit of platform and steps along here, and then I'll connect that up later on with a bus route, just so we can get that up and running straight away, start Nellis and Auckland Station growing. And then next we want to go So we need to come down this valley, probably another big tunnel, and then it wants to swing a right and go over these tracks here. 3 conditions here, train 3, very good poor condition. Is it? Never mind. And then things will have to slow down a little bit, as a lot I think. Maybe a little bit of demolition needed, because I would like to have the bridge here. So I'm going to put the bridge, pause the game actually, delete all this, unfortunately. Get this, I know, again, this is another bridge. We haven't got concrete bridges, but we'll just, for now, it's going to be pretty slow anyway on the approach. Would like it on a little bit of an angle. Can't see any shipping using this, so we're not going to bother too much with the height. And then we'll use the arch bridge, I think. Quite like that. Yeah, we'll take that. 140. It's probably going to be quick enough anyway. And then we'll just quickly, before we forget, is come in with the walls and just, no, we want those ones. Just put where they haven't been generated, just on the ends of these, ends of the arch basically, because there would have to be a pillar there of some description, and then we think we'll have actually a retaining wall thingamabob just on the end. That probably could have been, actually I think, oh no, I don't know actually, because we've got to get, yeah, I think this needs to be a little bit higher, and we've only built 1 track anyway, so I've gone to all that effort, haven't I, with all of this, and it's not high enough, and it's not 2 track yet. Right, let's try that again. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Hopefully that can get down to the station. I think it can. Just wants to be on a little bit of an angle, just so it's not like ridiculously slow. And then we'll use this arch bridge again, like so, making sure this time we double track it across. So it's not a ridiculously long bridge, I don't think, but obviously some of these spans are a little bit too long. We do need, well, we've got weird generation of arches there, small and long archways, but never mind. We will take it, put those in there, just get the supports on the end, just so it looks a little bit better, like so. And then the next thing is getting this connected up to over here, so we are going to have to maybe tunnel straight through the mountain. Yeah, it would have been nice to have kind of 4-track this perhaps, but I don't think that's going to happen. So instead we're just going to have a massive tunnel. It's not particularly fast, so that doesn't look like a particularly sharp corner to me, but maybe 156 I think we'll have to take. It'll be speeding up or slowing down anyway, so it's not the end of the world. And then where's our bridge over there? So is that coming down as aggressively as possible? I think it is. Wow, that's yeah, that's pretty hideous, isn't it? Let's try that again. Yeah, this map doesn't look massively challenging on the face of it, but when you do try and build lines like this, you start to realise it is actually quite mountainous. So we're going down here as aggressively as possible, and then we're going to have a little bit of a, it's not going to be a particularly fast curve, I don't think. If I bring that out, so I think what I'm going to do is this it's not going to like this at all, too much slope. What's going on is that I think it could make it actually. I think it's just a little bit of a weird tunnel thing going on there. I don't know why it's like tunnel. Well, yeah, actually, because it is a big slope, isn't it? Right, if we get rid of this road, I don't think we need it for anything. I will replace it, and then let's see actually if we can do that as the crow flies again, just to make sure we're not too high up. Might need to raise that bridge, possibly. Oh, chugging, it's not liking it, or it's doing it. Make sure it's on the right side. Got a reasonable sort of speed. I don't like particularly, I think we'll have that tunnel to there, and then I'll do that thing what I did before. That was really slow then, wasn't it? Oh, we've got a little bit of stupid bridge in, that's why. Just have embankment, please. What sort of, just double check the speed, which was given 160, that's fine. So what we need to do is delete this track here, delete all of this, I think all the way back to there, because I don't like the tunnel, but that's particularly quite flat as well, isn't it? And then just bring that down. I know we need to get rid of this tunnel as well. Where's our bit of track there? So bring this along, cutting like so. Good. Now is that going to be high enough for a bridge? I hope it is. Get rid of that. We'll just stick with slow speed, no catenary track for now on this, because it is just for slow freight trains, isn't it? So we don't really need to worry too much. And then we're just going to go with the Girder Bridge across there, and another one. We'll just go with that orange colour again, I think, something like that. And then that's all looking fine. Just make sure, actually get in our second piece of track before we do anything else. From here, good, that's all connecting up nicely. And then just make sure we're on the correct side of here, which I think we are. Bring this down, connect that up to, what are you colliding with? Collision. Okay, what's 186, good. Right, before I forget, we'll put in the things here. just to finish that off, making sure it's not fouling the track, which I don't think it is. So one on there, and then another one, which is going to be, we're going to have to rear, front, it doesn't really matter. Chuck that on, and then I think middle. No, we'll just stick with rear, I think. Flip it round. Actually, no, I think I want middle for that. Yeah, we'll go with that, I think. That'll do. So actually, looking at it, we're pretty much halfway there, only I think I'm going to finish this. So we are going to have to do a little bit more. We do have a bus route in there, but we are going to have to demolish some of this. Yeah, there's a bus on the way, in the way, definitely. Yeah, a lot of demolition, I know, but I want to bring this in and round. It is going to be an extreme curve coming into the station, but I think it's the only way we can really do it, and it wants to be on an embankment as well. Yeah, we're going to have to fix those bus routes, I think, at some stage, and then things really are going to start to slow down as we curve into the station. Pop a little bit of a wheelie over that, get rid of this road here, and then we're going to need some more platforms, I think. I'll just... So, what do we have going on here? Let's have a look what sort of routes we got. I think this track here, so this is the one that goes over towards, where is it going? Diamond City. This is the kind of the electric service that we set up in a few episodes ago. I think I'll have it coming into that platform again, so we'll just have to switch the terminals, won't we, on this? So it's the Diamond City. You want to be on platform number 4. And then these two platforms, have we got anything else on this? No, this was for something else, but I think for now we'll just have you as some through platforms for the new high-speed service, which wants to kind of... It is going to have to go out quite significantly, a little bit of a way before we start to curve in, and then we are going to have really tight curve over that. Again, probably using the Girder Bridge until we get something a little bit more modern, and that's not going to come to... Yeah, that's perhaps... Actually, I think we might have to go into a tunnel. That's probably going to be the easier way of doing this. So coming down, no, it's not going to have it, is it? That's an issue. Right, so, I mean, I could have a flat junction. I think I might just have to have a flat junction, actually. I don't really like them, flat crossing, but we can't get down quick enough. Well, I suppose I could reduce the height of the track, but I can go over, that's easier, but then we can't get to this. So I think for now, we're just going to have a flat... No, we're not even going to have a flat crossing, are we? Right, bring it out across there with a very slow corner, and then just connect that up. Yeah, it is going to be... The approach is going to be slow, unfortunately, but there is very little I can do about that. Just the way I won't have to have things lined up, and then we're going to be using this with the bus lane. Yes, just bring that down. Not quite that much. Just enough to get the track over, basically, and then just into there, like so. What sort of bridge is that giving us? Nope, don't want that. Go with another girder bridge, another curved girder bridge as well. So these probably are better, would be better as concrete bridges, but for now, that's probably better. And I think I will go with the support on the end, just to make it look a little bit better. And we've got a hideous flat crossing, which we're going to have to put a signal on, and I think we're going to have to put a signal there, move this one back a little bit, and then another signal here. Is that giving us some glitching? It's not. There's no glitch in there, that's fine. Need that signal to be moved out the way of the catenary mast, like so. And then I think I will actually put in a switch here, just for now. But we can get on a decent service, so we will start it in over here. So we've got Auburn Station, and then Nellis Parkway, and then into there. So for now, this is, I'll put a PAX Auburn Station to Neo Tokyo. Yeah, I mean, the distances aren't huge, are they? So this does need to be changed a little bit as well. I'll worry about that later. I was just thinking about it being 320 meters long, but I will worry about that when we do actually have trains that are that length, or if we do eventually get them which are that length. So yeah, we'll ignore that for now. Put on a signal on my diamond crossing, a little bit of track over here, just so we can put in a depot, and then we will have a quick look at depot. Quick look of what we haven't got a great selection of trains, have we? What I've got in the electric variety. Oh, did I subscribe to these? What are these? OBB 101, OBB 1110. Top speed of 68 miles per hour. God, they're a bit slow, aren't they? 81. No, we're not going to steam. Diesel, top speed of 90. The EMD GP7, which is subscribed to, 65, so you're a little bit slow. Yeah, I think we might have to revert to the LMS Coco. The Class 25 is just a little bit slow. I think we might just have to revert to one of these for now. And then passenger wagons, we're going to have some Mark IIs. Yeah, we'll go with 4. Probably not going to make any money for a long time, I don't think, but we'll go 2 of them. Maybe. Just trying to think, because I know the electric trains are a little bit slower, 81 miles per hour top speed, but they've got much better power, haven't they? Yeah, let's try one of these. I subscribed to these because I wanted some electric locomotives, and I've put them on, and I haven't actually put any locomotives on. I've pressed purchase. Right, so the 1010, we'll I don't know what sort of colour we want for them. Green. Go with that, and chuck them on the service, I guess. Auburn Station to Neo Tokyo. Unable to find path to stop. Is it all electrified? That's the first thing to check, isn't it? So tracks, electrification, and we'll just go with not that one. Yeah, that one. Guessing not. Yeah, that's not. Well, no, because that's not the platform it's going to be using. Is it using the right platform? It should be. Yes, it is. It's got to be. What have I done now? Let's check the whole route, inch by inch, just to make sure station's electrified. It is. That's all electric. This should be relatively straightforward, I would have thought. Is the station? Oh, there's 2 little segments which I hadn't electrified. That's all. Right, okie dokie. Might have to configure this. Oh no, I can't. Why? They are electrified, aren't they? Or no, they're not. Right, let's get rid of the track first, because you can't put track segments on bits where there's already track leading into them, which is a little bit annoying. But never mind. Let's get the track. High-speed track with catenary. Good. And then we're going to get that linked all back up. Should be hopefully be straightforward, like so. And then I think what I'll do, actually, I'm going to release these one by one rather than, because they are going quite a long distance. So Auburn Station, Neo Tokyo, and what have I broke the bus stop, didn't I? Let's pause the game and fix that before we do anything else. So I think what I will do actually is just fix some of this street, which I kind of demolished. So put a little bit of street, no bus lane, just kind of bring that around. Doesn't really need to go round that oil place, does it, to be honest? No, it doesn't. So we'll bring it round, just get that connected up, put another bus stop in. I think I'll just link that up to there, maybe that up to there, and building bus stop. Don't know what that bus stop's for. What are you for? Don't think they have to actually do anything, do they, those bus stops? Don't know what they were for, so we'll just have that bus stop there, just somewhere for the buses to turn around. And then what else is broke? That shouldn't be broke. Why? Neo Tokyo Diamond City shouldn't be broken unless I've put them on the wrong platform. Nope, definitely 1, 2, 3, 4. Pax Diamond City on platform 4 shouldn't be an issue. Is the track leading in electrified? Is platform 4 electrified? No, it's not. Can I electrify the track? Probably not. Let's try. Nope, it's not letting us do it in that. Yes, good. Train 4's a bit unhappy now. Maybe if I just spin him round. Good, you're all happy. Where is this train? I'm going to keep an eye on him. Wait till he gets to the other end. Oh, well, wait until he gets to Neo Tokyo. He's already doing 80 miles per hour. And then we'll release the other one, but everything's working fine. And then once I've released that, I can get a good indication of what the sort of time's going to be, and I can put on a timetable. Okie dokie, so it's approaching Neo Tokyo now, so I can release this one. It's doing 80 miles per hour for a lot of the route, which is good, really. Happy with that. Hopefully, once we get some higher speed trains, that they will hopefully be able to go faster than that, or a lot faster than that. Not carrying a great deal at the minute. I think that we are going to lose a lot of money on this to begin with, but I just want to get kind of the route established before we get any high speed trains. But yeah, that's all fine. What sort of speed are we doing? So what is it? That one, it's saying 7 minutes. So we'll go for the timetable, lines, packs, that one there, and we will just have unbunching at Auburn Station. So unbunch of 7 minutes, and we need to make sure we tick that box, don't we? Good. Right, so I know I haven't got, or did I? Oh, I don't think I did a return, did I? Packs, Auburn Station, and a station stop. No, needs one on the return, doesn't it? Like so. So I know I haven't linked that up, but I will do off camera and sort that out so passengers can actually use it. But I just wanted to get this all established so we can get our high-speed rail network, and then it's going to come out the back and head southwards to somewhere eventually. So I think what I will do is pause the game, leave you with this new train here before he enters the tunnel, but I'm going to leave you with this, I think, and say until next time, bye bye.